Polls are open now as New Yorkers decide the next mayor. Candidates spent the final hours before Election Day traveling across the 5 boroughs, rallying supporters, making a last push for votes.
It's great to be in the streets, to get the feel of the actual supporters of my campaign who are going to make sure that they push me to victory.
Response is great. People are excited. People are voting. Turnout is at a record high. That's great. And you can feel the energy in people.
These are the hands that will decide this election. These are the hands that will cast votes. These are the hands that will knock on doors. These are the hands that will call your neighbors. And these are the hands that have brought us to this point of making history in this city.
Politico reporter Jeff Coltin has been deep in this mayor's race for months now. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is a race where we have seen a whole lot of spending by outside or affiliated groups, the PAC spending, particularly in the primary, but then again here, especially these last couple of weeks in the general election.
You don't have to tell anybody that's watching New York One. You know, the ads are constant. And yes, $29 million has been spent so far in the general election. $30 million was spent ahead of the primary from super PACs. By the time the election day numbers come in, you know, after all the TV ads that are running today, we're going to see far more in the general election. We're going to see, well over $30 million spent. And by the way, candidates themselves, they agreed to an $8 million spending cap. So, I mean, just the amount of outside money from people like Michael Bloomberg, from people like Ron Lauder, it's incredible. I mean, it's quite a system.
I've been really fascinated by some of the strategy over the past couple of weeks. If you assume that Cuomo is in the middle as the Democrat not running on the Democratic ticket, does he take voters away from Mamdani on one side? Does he peel them away from Sliwa on the other side? It really seems that the Cuomo strategy recently has been go on conservative talk radio, go on conservative all news channels, and try to reach those Sliwa voters.
Absolutely. That has been clearly his path to victory. He seems to think that he has a better shot of flipping the, Republican-leaning Sliwa voters than flipping the Democratic-leaning Mamdani voters. But he has walked this careful tightrope for the past couple weeks. He got Donald Trump's endorsement yesterday.
He said he was very clear that it wasn't an endorsement.
Well, I would interpret, telling the entire world, you need to vote for Cuomo as an endorsement. But yes, he's touchy about it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
At the same time, he's saying, I will stand up to Trump. I will fight Trump. And it is that balance of being the independent, trying to be in the middle of both appealing to Trump supporters and saying, I will be Trump's worst nightmare.
Mamdani sort of set the pace for this in the primary when he had his long walk through New York City. And he once again is trying to be present in all 5 boroughs, really bouncing around. And we saw elements of that from Cuomo and Sliwa yesterday as well. This probably won't slow down until 8:59 tonight.
Definitely not. We've actually, all the reporters are on pins and needles. We still don't have a schedule for Cuomo today. I don't know where he's going to be. I expect him to be, probably hitting all 5 boroughs. Often candidates will go to like hot spots. Their teams will be seeing, we have a lot of voters turning out here, or we don't have many turning out here, and moving around like that. So I do expect it to be a busy day. And remember, primary day, we were all sweating. It was like 100 degrees. We were all worried about how turnout would be affected. It's a nice balmy day today. People will go out and vote, and that's just good for the city.
The extraordinary vote numbers are from early voting here. 700,000. If it implies that there could be turnout of 2 million.
That's right. That would be record-breaking, at least modern-day record-breaking.
Yeah.
We saw 1.9 million come out for David Dinkins in 1989. About 1.9 million again 4 years later when Rudy Giuliani won. We haven't gotten close to 1.9 million. We haven't gotten close to 2 million since then. So this could be the biggest turnout of Zohran Mamdani's lifetime. He's only 34 years old. He wasn't even alive for that first Dinkins race.
So talk to me about how affordability has been so dominant as the top issue here. Because it's not like, yes, New York is more expensive than it was 4 years ago. But it's not like this was an affordable city 4 years ago.
Well, the perfect example is we saw Trump saying that he's better looking than Mamdani. And when Mamdani was asked about this on camera, he said, I'm not focused on who's better looking. I'm focused on affordability, the cost of living. And he's just so been hammering that message, even when he's teed up something from Trump. That has been the focus. We've seen, crime numbers have stayed down, as Eric Adams likes to remind us, and the cost of living has only gone up. I mean, restaurants, food, even the subway fare, everything is going up, and that has just been the issue that all the candidates are focusing on, but they've been following Mamdani's lead on that.
Final thought about Eric Adams and his impact on this campaign, both in the primary when he stepped away and said, I'm going to run as an independent, and ultimately here getting out of the way of these other candidates. Is he a factor at this point? His name is on the ballot.
His name is on the ballot. I mean, in an incredibly close race, we could see, but I think the biggest story here is simply that he's not. I mean, that we have an incumbent mayor who is not even trying to be reelected. I mean, I didn't expect this. 4 years ago, on this day 4 years ago, we thought Eric Adams would be, coming in and it was his city. And the past 4 years, well, you've covered it along the way. We know what happened. It's just, it's crazy that we have an open race this year.
How do you expect this to play out tonight? The Board of Elections has been pretty quick to get those initial results out in recent votes.
That's right. I give the Board of Elections a lot of credit. They post those numbers very quickly. Polls close at 9 p.m. We've had a pretty good sense of things on primary night by 10 p.m. There's obviously going to be more voters in the general election, so it might take a little bit longer here and there. But I guess I'm kind of hoping personally that it's not a late night, that we're going to have a clearer answer, sometime in that 10 p.m. hour.
All right, Jeff, I expect to see you in the background on some of our live coverage shots
I'll be
tonight.
there.
I know you got a long day ahead. Thanks for starting your day early with us.
Sure, thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest news and weather updates every 10 minutes and more. We'll see you then.